Hey guys, this is Miss Louris, and we are going to be discussing Newton's second law of motion today. Yesterday we talked about Newton's first law of motion, which stated that an object in motion will stay in motion and an object at rest will stay at rest unless an outside force is applied. I hope you guys understood that, watched the video, and are ready to move on to Newton's second law. So Newton's second law is essentially just a formula. There is like a concept behind the formula, but what I need you to know is this formula here. And I'm going to show you the formula in the next slide, but we're going to talk about the parts of the formula. So here we have the mass, and that is measured in kilograms or grams or things like that. So you have the mass of the object times, this is multiplication, times the acceleration of the object. So the acceleration basically just means the movement of it, like how fast it's going. And here we measure acceleration in meters per second squared. Okay, you're going to see this a lot. Meters per second squared. That just means acceleration. So if someone is accelerating at 5 meters per second squared, they are moving. If someone is at 0 meters per second squared, they are not moving. And both of these two things multiplied together equals the force. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're going to be talking about for the next two chapters, force. And force is measured in newtons. Do you guys remember what else we measure in newtons? I'll let you think about it. So we also measure our weight in newtons. You might be thinking that our weight is measured in pounds, but in fact it is measured in newtons. Sorry for that. Okay, so our weight is measured in newtons, and force is also measured in newtons. The reason why weight is also measured in newtons is because it is a force. It is gravity's force pulling down on our bodies, but we'll get into that in a few days. Okay, so here is the force formula. F indicates force, M indicates mass, and A equals acceleration. Okay, and these are the variations of it depending on what you are going to be looking for. And I am going to show you a really, really simple trick of remembering how to divide these items depending on what you're looking for. The F always goes on top when we're doing division, but I'm going to show you a pyramid, and hopefully that will clear some stuff up for you. But if you're looking for force, you are simply going to multiply M times A, and you are going to get the force. Okay, so here we have our pyramid, and we have the F on top, and the M and the A on the bottom. So basically, what you guys are going to do to use this pyramid, if you want to use it, is you are going to figure out what you are looking for first. So if you're looking for the F, for the force, you are going to cover the F with your hand, and what is left? The M next to the A, which means that the M times the A. So let's say you are looking for acceleration. The question asks, you have this force and you have this mass. I want to find out the acceleration. So you are going to cover with your hand the A for the acceleration. And what do you have left? You have the F over the M. So you do the F divided by the M. It works the same way for the mass. So the question is, we have a force and we have an acceleration. What is the mass? Find the mass. So you are going to, let me silence my phone, sorry. You are going to cover the M with your hand, and what is left? The F over the A. So it is F divided by A. So we're going to actually do an example. Okay. You are moving out of Palisades Park and you're packing up your belongings. You're pushing your bedroom nightstand across the floor of your room at an acceleration of 0.5 meters per second squared. The nightstand has a mass of 18 kilograms. What is the force you are applying on the nightstand? So we are looking for force here. So if we were to use this guy over here, we would cover the F and we would have the M and the A left over. So let's see. We are looking for the F. We have the A as 0.5 meters per second and the M as 18 kilograms. So how are we going to do this? We're going to use our formula here, and we have M times A. So you're going to be doing 0.5 times 18 kilograms, and you are going to be able to get your F from that. If you did the math correctly, you will have gotten 9 newtons. Now, newtons is your unit here. You have to make sure that you put that because you will not get full credit if you do not put the newtons. Okay? Let's do another one. You are pushing a friend on a sled. You push with a force of 40 newtons. Your friend and the sled have a total mass of 80 kilograms. What is the acceleration of your friend on the sled? So you are pushing your friend. You are pushing with this force. So we're not looking for force here. We already have force. Your friend and the sled have a total mass of 80 kilograms. So 80 is your mass. Don't get too caught up in the wording here. The total mass that we're looking for is 80. So it's asking you, what is the acceleration? So we know the force and we know the mass. So going back to our nifty little pyramid here, we are looking for your acceleration. So you are going to cover with your hand the acceleration, and what you have left is the force divided by the mass. I'm saying divided because F is on top of M. So kind of look at it like a division problem. The F divided by the M. Let's go back to our example. Okay. So if we wanted to set this up, it would be 40 divided by 80 because it's the force divided by the mass. And if you did the math, it is 0.5 meters per second. That is the answer here. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys a worksheet to practice this. I want you guys to actually write it out with your hands and with a pencil and a paper. It's important that I see that you're showing work as well as using the correct units. If you would like, you can put this triangle pyramid thing on your work to kind of help you along as you work. This is an easy way for you to not even have to memorize the formula. Okay? So if anyone has any questions about what we talked about today, please, please, please email me. It's really important that you guys understand what we're doing. I don't want anyone to fall behind. I want to make sure we stay on the same page, and I am here to help if you need it. So my email address is alewris@powellparkschools.org. I know you guys know how to contact me. So please, if you don't understand this, contact me. Don't hesitate. And I look forward to talking to you on the next slideshow. Have a good one.